Hello, I'm going to do a reading from The Completion Process by Teal Swan. Sorry, I'm trying to get it. There we go. Okay, so there's a guided meditation on page 86 through about 91, so I'm going to be reading that. And this is creating your safe haven. Now, if you're not familiar with this book, I recommend that you read it so you understand what this meditation is. But basically what it is you are creating a safe haven for your inner child, and Teal goes through the whole process and explains exactly what you're going to want to be doing. But I find it difficult to do a meditation unless it's guided, and if I guide my own, obviously I don't know her format. So, my name's Laura, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. So go ahead and get comfortable, take a couple deep breaths. I'm more comfortable lying down, but if you tend to fall asleep, then just get comfortable like on the couch. As much as you can, settle in, take a few deep breaths. Alright. As you take this first step in the completion process, begin by making yourself as comfortable as possible, either sitting in a chair or lying flat on the bed or on the floor. Gently close your eyes. Allow the weight of your body to settle down toward the earth. Take a few deep breaths and let go a little bit more on each exhale. Now allow your breath to settle and find its own natural rhythm. If you notice the body or the mind tensing around your experience, gently let go again without judgment. And now imagine that you are walking along a path. You are inexplicably drawn along this path. It is leading you to your own sanctuary, where you can always come to experience peace and safety. Look down at your feet. What kind of path are you walking on? What is it made of? Is it made of stone or wood? Is it a pathway that leads to another galaxy or dimension? Perhaps it has been made specially out of some other material that is not yet known to this world. Is it strewn with something, such as flower petals or shells? Is the path narrow or wide? See and feel this path in your mind. As you continue walking along the path, breathe freely and easily. Since your anxieties and stress and pressures fade away, they are unable to follow you here. Up ahead, you notice a secret entryway that only you can see. This secret entryway is a door leading to your very own safe haven. How is this entryway concealed? Perhaps it is a wooden door covered in ivy. Perhaps it is a portal that opens and closes when you say a magic word. Maybe it's a cave entrance that appears in the snow. Imagine or sense this unique entryway, revealing itself only to you as you approach it. Then, walk through the entryway. As your eyes adjust to the light, you realize that you are now walking or being pulled to a secret tunnel or portal. What does this tunnel look like? Is it a wormhole in space? Is it a cave in the ocean? Is it a tunnel made of dirt and stones? What do the tunnel walls look like? Are they covered with beautiful exotic flowers? Is the tunnel made of metal or some other man-made material? Is the tunnel made of a swirling energy? Just experience the secret, sacred lead you to your very own sacred, safe place. You continue to walk through the tunnel, and suddenly you see your perfect sanctuary for the very first time. You step into it, and you can hear and feel and see the tunnel close behind you so that no one may follow. In a space that is created by the mind, there are no limits whatsoever. This place can be as real or as imagined as your soul wants it to be. This place could be like a place that is found on Earth, or like a place from a science fiction or fantasy novel. As your safe haven is revealed to you, you may see that you are outside in the mountains, or on a beach, or perhaps you're inside of a bubble, a flower, or a geode floating through space. You're looking back at the Earth. You may be in a forest, or in a coral reef under the ocean waves, or in the billowy clouds. Your safe haven might be in another dimension, on another galaxy or planet. This is the place that makes you feel the most at ease, the safest, and the freest. Now look around. What can you see? Are there any birds or trees here? Are there fish or other animals? If you are outside, what is the weather like here? Spend some time noticing all of the things you can see in your safe haven. What can you hear in your safe haven? The wind rustling the leaves in the trees, a beautiful song, the sound of waves crashing, or maybe the sound of absolute silence. Spend a moment noticing the sounds that fill your safe haven. What can you smell here? Can you smell the ocean foam? Or the dampness of soil? Can you smell the scent of bread or cookies baking in the oven? Can you smell the scent of summer rain? Or is it an out-of-this-world smell that you have never smelled before? Spend a moment noticing the smells that linger in the air in your safe haven. Now you are going to create a house or dwelling in this safe haven. Since you are the designer and builder of your safe haven, you get to decide exactly how you want it to be. You may design a palace, or a tree house, or a monastery, or even a simple rustic cabin. Inside this place are beds, where your child self can choose to lie down and rest or sleep. The beds can be ordinary beds, or they can be nests or forts. Design whatever beds feel the most inviting to you. You can make this house and the beds in it out of anything you wish, real or imagined. If you built rooms, are there windows in the rooms? What can you see out of them? You can decorate your safe haven both inside and out. Perhaps you would like to leave it simple and natural. Perhaps you would like to adorn your safe haven with rays of light or flowers or special rocks or crystals or shells. Perhaps there are hand-woven rugs, should you wish to lie down. What materials have you chosen? Who made them? Choose the decoration you love. Now
somewhere in the safe haven, see a water feature. This might be an ocean or a fountain, a stream or a lake. It may be a bathtub, hot tub, or shower. And imagine that this water is special water. It's magic water. Anything that touches it is instantly healed. See the water shimmering and sparkling in the light. What color is the water? Is it clear or opaque or iridescent? Maybe it's turquoise or purple or gold. This is going to be where you bathe and heal your child self as they come to the safe haven. Now imagine that in your safe haven there is a kind and loving being or person who is strong enough to assist you and tend to the safe haven. Your safe haven is where this person lives. This safe support figure is a being or a person who is so transcendent that he or she is able to calmly and lovingly assist with anything he or she may come across. This is your own personal helper, who is the being or person. Is it a character from your novel that you once read? Is it an imagined person? Is it a person you admire, such as Jesus or Buddha? Is it someone you know and trust, such as a grandmother who passed? Is it an angel or a benevolent other, superhero? What is his or her name? Spend some time acquainting yourself with this special being. Know that this being that lives in your safe haven will be there for you anytime you want or need them. Breathing freely and easily, look about your peaceful safe haven and see if there is anything else that you wish to add. For example, maybe you would like to add animals, real or imagined. They could be fantasy animals. Just take a moment to decide what would make this safe haven feel more perfect to you and add it to the scene. Now imagine that in this peaceful space, there is somewhere for you to sit down or lie down, a place that you can come to seek deeply into relaxation and security. Is it a chair, a bed, maybe a hammock? Is it a smooth rock or a throne on the edge of the cliff? What does it look like? What color is it? What material is it made of? Take a seat now in whatever resting place you have designed. No matter where you find yourself resting, feel the tension and stress drain away with this peace and safety of this peaceful and sacred place. This is the place you can come to. Sit and feel at peace anytime you should wish. It's also the place you can sit and hold your childhood self and see if it should retrieve this child and simply wants to be held. Maybe this child just wants to fall asleep in your lap. Give this child whatever it needs in this moment. Spend some time here observing and listening to and smelling and feeling this perfect place. Let your mind make this imagined place as magical and unbelievably perfect as is possible. As we progress through the completion process, we will find ourselves changing or adding things to our safe haven. This is normal. As your childhood self comes to the safe haven and enters with his or her own desires and preferences, we will see a great many additions to this place. For example, one part of your childhood self might want a sandbox, so a sandbox will become part of the safe haven. Another part of your childhood self may want a unicorn to keep her company, so a unicorn may be added to the safe haven. You may decide that you want to change the house for children to live in, or build a second one in a completely different style just to suit your childhood selves. Whenever you come to stay, you may even wish to add beloved relatives to your safe haven. There is no limit to what you can do to enhance your own safe haven, so it becomes your own sacred mental paradise. Trust it to evolve over time in exact accordance with what is best for you. Whenever you feel ready to join your day-to-day life, imagine yourself slowly standing up and beginning to leave your safe haven. You leave through a doorway that opens only for you in response to your presence. A signal, a code, or a special phrase you recite. Whenever you come here, use your signal or code to gain entry. Take a moment to memorize the special way that you and only you can gain access to your safe haven. Take a look back at this safe haven, knowing that you can come here anytime you wish. Know that you can always feel completely content here and completely safe and stress-free. Know that you can change or add to your peaceful sanctuary at any time. Once your visit to your safe haven is complete, turn back around and walk through the secret doorway, back through the tunnel that opens up once more, and follow the pathway that brought you to this place. Taking a few deep breaths, decide for yourself if you are ready to return. If you are, bring your attention back to the full awareness of your body, lying on the bed or sitting on the chair. Feel yourself being in firm contact with the earth. Tune into the movements of the breath in your body. And gradually externalize your awareness, listening to the sounds in the room and feeling the air against your skin. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and reacclimate to your life, to your real life surroundings. Welcome back. So, in case you came in late, this is The Completion Process by Teal Swan. I highly recommend you read the entire book. If money's an issue, then you really need to work on your safe haven. Another great book if finances are a problem for you. No, I have not actually read this book yet. I did read the foreword, which is by Doreen Virtue, and I saw Nancy Levin speak, so I actually saw both of these women at I Can Do It Philadelphia, and Teal Swan called me up on stage, and if you've never met this woman, I gotta tell you, she's magical. While I was sitting there, I could feel as if her energy was just hugging around my energy. If you've ever seen the Celestine Prophecy, the actual movie where they show the energies interacting, that's what it felt like. If you've read the book, then you probably have your own image of that, so go with that because it's probably better. But I love movies with visualization because I feel like it helps those of us who don't have our own strong sense of visualization. Nancy Levin actually did her jump coaching. So this is great too. That is based on the book Jump and Your Life Will Appear. I don't actually have that paper anymore. I gave it away, and then I downloaded it on Kindle. It was actually $2. I don't know if it's still on sale, but even if you have to pay full price, anytime you're going through a process, these women can help you. Any of the Hay House authors. I then last weekend I went to the United Kingdom.
And I discovered this woman. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get it in there so you can see it. Vianna Steibel. I think she's from Australia. She didn't really say, but she's based out of Montana now. But she does theta healing. So this was really exciting because this month, I mean, literally, I've been on this crazy roller coaster. October 10th, I finished my certification for level 1 of QHHT. If you're not familiar with that, Dolores Cannon created it. It's quantum healing hypnosis technique. So I'm currently only level 1 and I'm having some great responses now. I can't say that the creator has worked through me and healed people, but the creator has most definitely opened some things up to the people I've been working with, and we're seeing some pretty amazing things. I then went to I Can Do It in Philadelphia. I was home for 4 days, jumped right back on a plane. I went to the United Kingdom for I Can Do It Birmingham. And that was kind of fun. The TSA guy made fun of me and said, enjoy your trip to Alabama. Smiled. We both know it's not going to Alabama. And there I discovered a lot of great speakers that speak mostly over in Europe, so they don't really come so much to the United States. Now Kyle Gray, he was here. I wasn't able to see him here, but I did get to see him here. If, Doreen Virtue only does sessions in Maui and occasionally California, so if you're looking for someone else, Kyle Gray's really great. Slightly different message, but still the angels. And he said that the reason you would talk to angels and not go directly to God is because when you talk to angels, you're talking to the heart of God. That made a lot of sense, because think about, as a parent especially, when my children talk to me, if it goes into my heart, my mind acts. If they're talking to my head, I might have a million things going on, especially with all this travel I've been doing. So anytime we can talk to the soul, the heart of someone, that's where we want to go. So that's why we talk to angels instead of going directly to God. Plus, God is at such a high vibration, we can't all reach that vibration all the time. Some of us just haven't reached it yet. The angels are able to bring their vibration down to us. So, my next trip, I'm actually flying off 6 days, going to Toronto, Canada, Ontario specifically, for level 2 QHHT. So if you're able to catch me between now and then, I do have a little bit of space. I only have like 4 or 5 sessions and I have 6 days. So I'm a crazy lady. I can get like 10 people in that time. Pack, get the house clean, get the kids ready. I can do it. Superwoman. Another thing I learned, and oh my god, I forgot who said this, but I learned this and I can do it. The Wonder Woman. So if you stand like this for 2 minutes, it will literally change the chemistry of your brain. And you will start having a higher vibration just by standing like this. It gives you confidence, and gosh, I'm going to have to Google what speaker. I'll get back to you on that, so just look for one of my next videos. Another exciting thing that happened is my best friend Peter passed away August. He came through to Gordon Smith, one of the mediums that was on stage, and this was really amazing because the whole time the message was coming through, the name Peter was mentioned even. I could sense Peter and I could see him on stage trying to get Gordon's attention. It was so amazing. Peter finally did come through, and his message was very brief, but I think the important thing here was that Wayne Dyer talks about ladders, and I don't remember what book, but it was also on a PBS special. And basically when it comes in, when we come in as humans, we have this ladder back to heaven. It's our way home. So we also have a silver cord if at any time we need to go home. We can exit. So we have these various exit points when we come in. Peter's exit point, age 43, he chose to take it because the lessons he had come to learn. Now, I didn't get the whole thing, but either he had learned them and was able to go home, or he needed to go back home to further learn the lessons. So I didn't get clarification on that. But I did get strong clarification on this was his time to go for whatever reason. Another thing, I wear this charm. It has a J for my boyfriend Jeff and the heart for the love I have for him and the world and my children. And I wear it here close to my heart, which is funny. I'm wearing a heart shirt when doing this video. It's from the last job I had in St. Thomas. Peter thanked me for wearing this, and right before he died, he told me, oh, I'm gonna cry, sorry. He told me to go back to the man who loves me, and that he was gonna do the same. And he did. He went back to his man, and I went back to my man. But the sad thing is, when Peter moved in with me a year ago, he had lost some very close loved ones. Then he lost an uncle right as he was leaving to go home. He had a real fear of death, and I have a real understanding of death. So I was unable to reach him, and I guess that was my lesson. So if you're struggling with something, and this is the ironic part, while Peter was struggling with a fear of death, I was actively trying to commit suicide. I was in so much pain. I couldn't help him, I couldn't help myself, I couldn't help the people around me. And I knew so much about healing. I was yoga certified, Pilates, and I knew I could help other people, but I didn't know how to help myself. And so Peter and I went through a long road, and maybe that's why he went back to California, because maybe that year that I felt like we were just chasing each other's tails, maybe what we were really doing is teaching each other understanding. So I do a lot of things. I am certified with Doreen Virtue with tarot cards. I was already doing tarot cards. She just gave me the confidence and the connection to the angels that I was unaware of. So I can do those over the phone, through Skype, email. I do those donation basis. I don't even charge for them. And honestly, I don't even need the cards anymore. But I like the cards because what happens is I'll lay them out and I'll tell you everything, and then I'll flip them over and they're like, oh yeah, see, here they are. It's here in the cards. So I like the cards for those of us who are not open yet, because all of us do have psychic ability. All of us are able to communicate with our angels. We have forgotten. So I am here to help you relearn these connections. So rather it's to send you to another teacher to work with you myself. Honestly, I live in Colorado Springs, so if you want the quantum healing hypnosis therapy, I can only do it live in person. Dolores Cannon, she has passed on, but her daughter and all these other beautiful souls are carrying on, and she has very strict guidelines that we are not to do this over Skype, and it's very understandable because in the sessions I've done, I've had people very emotional. One person was witnessing their family being murdered, and the tears were just streaming down. I could feel the energy. The other person in the room, who ironically also is a hypnotherapist, so this was pretty awesome because this person has been doing this for like 20 years. So I was a little nervous because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but everything went great. I did her first, probably because she sensed I'd be nervous, and then she watched as I did her friend. So this was really amazing, but I had to be really there with her in the moment, because as the tears were coming down, I was able to ask her, is this too painful? Do we need to move forward? And we did move forward. So I don't know if you've ever watched a Dolores Cannon regression hypnosis, but they're pretty amazing. And what's really amazing is this woman started out in 1968 holding a microphone for her husband. He got out of hypnosis. Once her kids were grown and she could go do her thing, she came back to it. She never knew what she was doing. She uncovered it, and turns out she's one of the pioneers. I mean, I love Brian Weiss, but I don't go to the levels with him that I do with Dolores. And so I'm really excited to go, because I did my level 1 online. And I gotta tell you, this is the first online course I've ever done where I was like, wow, I learned this, I know this, I can do this. Funny thing though, be careful, because you will slip into theta. That's where healing takes place. That's what I love about this advanced theta healing, because healing takes place in theta. So I've had my boyfriend actually yesterday, I think he did go into hypnosis, but I messed up because I didn't know where he was at and I didn't know where to take him. So we're gonna try again. But a gentleman previous, I wasn't able to get him into theta. He admitted that 2 hypnotherapists before me tried. It's not me, it's him. So that's where this advanced theta healing comes in. I'm going to use this as a tool. I'm probably going to certify, because this woman, I'd never even heard of her. And I know, it's so funny, I thought I went to the United Kingdom. I thought I went there to see Sonia Choquette, but really, Sonia was just what led me to go. Not that I don't love her, believe me. But Vienna, just, I hugged her, and like there was this connection that we both felt, and I could feel it. And she saw in me what I've been afraid to see in myself. And then Sonia, I had her actually sign my book in Philadelphia because I didn't want to carry too many books to the UK, because I knew I was going to buy a bunch of books. And I did. I bought 4, and then I'm going to download 4 more. So one thing I asked Kyle Gray, I thought that I would want to start with his Vibrations book. He said no, angel prayers. So while I've been meditating and doing this stuff for myself, I was told that the reason I need to read angel prayers is because we have this misconception that there's a way to pray. And, oh, see, the angels are talking to me. This book clears up some misconceptions that I've had, so I'm thinking I'm giving you this message because maybe you've had them too. So Google I Can Do It. There's a lot of great authors and teachers. If you have not been to an I Can Do It, you have one last chance. It's in Florida. It's coming up. It might be this weekend. So if you can do it, if you can make it, it's going to be the last I Can Do It ever. I don't know. The format that's taken its place is different. I heard it's a 7-hour format, which is great. I'd love to spend 7 hours with Sonia Choquette, Vienna Steibel, Nancy Levin, Teal Swan. But then there was some other people that talk about the science and this and that. And yeah, I love an hour or 2. I don't need 7 hours. So I'm hoping that the new format that comes out is still where you can get a little dose and then do the whole workshop. Because honestly, I felt like I Can Do It and its format was a little backwards, because they had the 1-day workshop. Then they had the little bits and pieces. I think they should have done the bits and pieces. You see 2 hours of each speaker. Then you go sign up for one 7-hour workshop, the one that most resonates with you. So just a suggestion if anyone up there, read Tracy. Anyway, thanks for listening. I meant for this to be a 20-minute video. I'm working on my quantum healing hypnosis technique. Dolores has done a couple, like what I've done with Teal, a couple meditation versions. So I'm working on perfecting my own. As I do, I'm going to upload. My goal is to upload a meditation every day because I'm doing them anyway. But I get busy. I have clients, kids. I mean, I have 5 kids. So even though there's only 2 still at home, the 17-year-old right now takes up more of my time than any of them. Not that I'm complaining, believe me, because we're like going out to eat and doing homework, and we're having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying life. One last thing. I forgot her last name. You can Google it. Bronnie. She was one of the speakers at I Can Do It. She said that she was an overnight success. It only took her 14 years to get there. It was about 14 years ago. I was a substitute teacher. I walked into an auditorium with a class full of kids. And as that auditorium filled up and that motivational speaker came out on the stage and he had them singing and dancing and the energy filled, I didn't know I was an empath then, but I knew that this felt good and I wanted more of it. 14 years later, here I am. I just recertified as a substitute teacher in Colorado. And I'm going to perfect this, and I'm going to start off with my small group classes. And I'm going to get the schools to let me start doing it. And of course, you know, I'll start out doing it for free. But anybody that wants to pay me, I accept the money because I am worthy. And I just want to thank you for being here with me, for sharing this energy. And anything that I do comes through my teachers, and that they come through their teachers, and it all comes from one source, and that's within you. We're all one. We're all connected to creation. Creation works through all of us. Namaste, I love you. Oh, Sonia Choquette, Google her. There's a dance. I do it to Uptown Funk, but it will reset the neural pathways in your brain. See, save the best for last. She was the last speaker, and I was so thankful because I might have tuned out and missed somebody great. So I know why the best is always saved for last. And back to that 14 years, that overnight success, 14 months ago, I threw out what society tells me to do, and I started listening to that inner guidance system. Now, there's been some times I've been curled up in the corner crying, but those times used to last days, weeks, months, 2 years. They last minutes. I don't think I've been depressed more than an hour or two. I can always pull myself out of it, always. The biggest message that's coming through with these hypnosis sessions is to get off the prescription drugs. We don't need them. We don't need surgeries. We don't need Western medicine for the most part as it is. So if you're on prescription drugs, I'm not telling you to quit cold turkey. Contact somebody, anybody, spiritual healer, your doctor. Now, most spiritual healers will tell you this is what you're going to do. Have your doctor help you do it. It just depends. If you're interested in the QHHT, you can go to the website and there's local practitioners. I'm pretty sure Teal Swan has people that are certified in the completion process, and I know for sure that the Theta Healing, she has practitioners worldwide. None of these are the right way. All of these are tools. You choose the one that's going to work for you. And I would love it if, I'm the miracle worker that God chose to work through, but I don't get to share that title alone. We all have our own special gifts. So you find the teacher, the healer, or become the teacher, the healer for yourself. As Louise L. Hay says, you can heal your life. You can heal your mind. You can heal your body. It's all within us to heal. Namaste again. This time I'm really saying goodbye.